Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out what the next chapter of your life has in store for you. This is going to be a little bit of a different reading because I haven't used any tarot cards in this reading. I have only gotten my messages based on oracle cards. This was just something that I wanted to try. I just wanted to try something new, something different. I just wanted to see if that's something that works for me as a reader and something that even maybe you would enjoy. So let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and if you enjoyed this reading, then maybe once in a while I can do readings with just oracle cards, because don't get me wrong, I still love my tarot cards and definitely will be using them. But yeah, every once in a while a little bit of a change is just what we need. So yeah, having said that, as always, I have three groups prepared for you guys to choose from. We have group number 1 with the rose quartz heart crystal. We have group number 2 with the amethyst heart crystal. And there's group number 3 with the opalite heart crystal. And I know all of the cards are just getting messed up because of my sleeve. But yeah, those are the cards or piles that you can choose from, either by just looking at the cards down here or the crystals up here. You can take as much time as you need to. You can pause this video if you'd like to, if you need some more time to make your decision. And once you have chosen your group or groups, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments. Hi group 1, if you chose the rose quartz heart crystal, then welcome to your reading. Let's find out what the next chapter of your life has in store for you. So as always, I have all of your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here, and if you've missed the introduction to this video, then basically let me just quickly repeat myself and let you know that I'm only going to be using oracle cards in this reading. I love tarot, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to show my oracle cards a little bit of extra undivided attention and like love. Let me know if this is something you guys enjoy, and then maybe in the future I can do some more readings using just oracle cards. Let's get started with these 3 cards right here, which are going to tell me what this big next chapter of your life has in store for you. So we have the South Node in Gemini in the 6th house. Okay, so group number 1, what I can immediately see for you guys is that the next chapter of your life is going to begin only when you release something, or like, you know, let go of something that's a little bit restricting, or that's something that is maybe causing a lot of confusion in your life, especially when it comes to like your health, or you know, just your like the routine of your daily life. Say you do wake up every day in the morning at around maybe 7 o'clock, and you get ready, you have your coffee, you have your breakfast, you know, then you leave your house, and then you take whatever mode of transportation, and then you get to office, and like, you know, you're living that kind of a monotonous routine every single day. I feel like there is some sort of change that is happening in that daily routine. Okay, what I can see is that that routine is becoming a little bit more simplistic, because you're letting go of something that you don't necessarily need to do, but you are doing because, you know, you're just used to doing it. So I have a feeling like this could mean different things to other people, but like, just to give you an example, maybe this is you reducing the amount of coffee that you consume in a day, or maybe this is you waking up an hour earlier, so you're not always rushing, in that you have a little bit more time to, you know, do everything that you need to do before you step out of your house. Or this is you just having a simpler morning routine. Okay, so maybe you're organizing your closet better, so that, you know, early in the morning, you're not like rushing through your closet and you're not able to find maybe the leggings that you're supposed to wear that day, or the tie that you're supposed to wear that day, or like, you know, your uniform isn't out of place. Or it could also be something big in the sense that, you know, you're taking your health a lot more seriously, so you're making time in your routine to go to the gym, or you're making sure that when you wake up in the morning, you're not just having like a protein bar or like a few nuts or something as breakfast. You're actually waking up a little bit earlier, so that you're having a much more healthier breakfast, so that you're able to, you know, maybe have some eggs or like avocado on toast or something solid basically, and maybe something that doesn't come in a packet, isn't processed. Rather, it's something that's homemade, or it's organic, or it's more filling, or it's nutritious. So yeah, so it could be something small or it could be something big as well. But I do feel like the change that like the next chapter of your life basically involves you letting go of something from your current life. Okay, so it's not really a change that is being brought to you on a silver platter. It is something that you are going to have to strive towards and make like a conscious choice to, you know, change something or begin something or to be mindful of something. So, you know, an action or some kind of effort is required on your part for this next chapter of your life to begin. But I definitely see that happening in your life. So maybe you are you know, thinking about I don't know, maybe eating healthier, or you're thinking about waking up an hour early. Maybe you're like, you know, slowly training your mind and your body to like wake up an hour earlier, or whatever this is. Okay, so I feel like either you guys have already begun doing this, or you're thinking about this, or you have already done it. And if you have already done it, then maybe you will have some messages of encouragement in this video, if this is resonating up until now. So yeah, like that is basically the change that I see happening in your life. So now let's get some more of your oracle cards, okay, and let's see what this change is going to be about. Okay, some more details about what this change is going to be about. So we have direction, and we have step out of your comfort zone, north node. And it's so weird to me. I mean, it's not weird, but you know what I mean. It's just like I always say this, when I get oracle cards that correlate to what I have already been saying, or like any kind of cards that correlate to what I've already been saying, it just is very validating as a reader. And you know, it just like kind of strengthens my belief in like this particular tool of divination, you know, tarot reading and like oracle cards and stuff. So the fact that we have the south node and we have the north node is no coincidence here. And this is exactly what I was saying. I just feel like there is a direction that is being kind of shown to you in this new chapter of your life, or is already being shown to you now, even before you begin this chapter of your life, this next chapter of your life, where you are basically being shown a path to where you're destined to be. Okay, it's almost like the universe or the higher power or your higher self is wanting you to be the best version of yourself, and is just really giving you every opportunity, whether that's through ideas, whether it's through your own intuition, whether it's through just like, you know, a feeling that you have that you really want to do something, like, you know, an interest or something that resonates with you. Whatever it is, I feel like this higher power definitely wants you to live your best life, and they're showing you a direction, they're showing you a path that you need to take in order to live your best life, in order to also fulfill your purpose in this lifetime. Because our south node is basically issues or maybe karma that we bring from our past life, and that's something that we are meant to overcome or resolve in this present life and move towards wherever our north node is. What you need to leave behind from your past life or resolve, and your north node is basically almost kind of like your life lesson or like your life's purpose in this current life, something that like a trait or a personality, like some kind of quality that you need to strive towards, and either inculcate that in you or make your life like that so that you are able to fulfill your life's purpose. This could, like I said, if this is something small, maybe this is just something small that's a stepping stone into you stepping into your power, or this could be something completely big where you are consciously making a decision to change your life in a pretty big and impactful manner, and that's going to take you like much further, or like is going to help you skip a lot of steps on this journey from your from your south node to your north node. So that can also be something that's like coming through for you, depending on what this change is that you are wanting to make, or that there's some part of you that's calling you to make this change. So I feel like that's what's happening here. There is just like a path, a clear path that's being shown to you, like, hey, maybe if you did this, or maybe if you stopped doing this, your life could get a little bit better, or that your life could get a little bit easier, or that that can help you grow and evolve into the person that you're meant to be in this current lifetime. Yeah, because this is like a circle that we're stuck in, and if we don't free ourselves and like we don't learn our lessons enough, we'll just keep repeating this cycle of birth and rebirth and birth and rebirth till we actually attain our soul's goal, basically. Okay, and all our souls have different goals, so yeah, for some people it takes a much lesser time to achieve those goals. For some people it takes longer. I just feel like using divination tools such as tarot and oracle just have helped me and guided me to reach towards my north node a lot better. Had I not had these, I mean, I feel like I would be a little bit lost without my divination tools, to be very honest with you. Maybe you feel that way as well, but yeah, I mean, the fact that you're getting that kind of direction is just like a sign from the universe that the universe has your back, and that they want you to excel and just like complete your goal and complete your life's purpose or vision, or whatever. So like in my example, I guess in my life's example, the direction that I feel like I have gotten is just like being introduced to tarot and oracle, and like just like the spiritual journey that I am on. I just feel like I have taken just a few steps into my spiritual journey. There is like a whole journey out there that's still left for me to embark on, but yes, I definitely feel like this was like a starting step for me. So maybe something like that is coming through for you. Maybe it's not in terms of your spiritual life, maybe it's something very practical. Maybe it's not practical for you to constantly be putting into your body things that are processed, foods that are processed, and at some point you have to think about your own health and what you're putting into your body. So yeah, take it how it resonates. And I feel like this video is getting too long unnecessarily, so let me just quickly get into the rest of your oracle cards as well. I just hope that the examples that I'm giving you is making sense. This is a general reading, so like I know I can't be super specific, which is why I just felt like giving my own example would make more sense to you, and like make you like give you an indication of whether this even is your pile or not. So yeah, that's that. Your next card is the Rider. Okay, so yeah, again with the Rider and the direction, I feel like this, like, okay, how do I explain it? I feel like there is a person coming into your life who is kind of encouraging you who's bringing you like a message of encouragement, basically, to go in this direction. Okay, so maybe this person, this rider energy, was that of a doctor, maybe, okay, who said that, you know what, if you don't take care of your health, maybe these are the complications in your health that you could develop moving on further in life. Or maybe this was someone whom this rider energy was like a motivational speaker that you saw on YouTube, or you heard of on a podcast, or like, you know, maybe this was a tarot reader who told you that, you know, you need to make these changes in your life, and that way your life will be better. Maybe this rider is also like an astrologer, and you got your birth chart read and they told you where your south node and your north node are. This rider could also very well be an app in which you know, like you're tracking something from your cycle, because I personally, again bringing in examples from my own personal life, I have an app that helps me track my moon cycle, my period, yeah, so it could be something like that, but it's basically this rider energy. Could be a person or an app or a book that you read, or a psychic tarot reader that you saw here on YouTube. Maybe it was a conversation you had with your friend, with your doctor, with your parent, whatever this was. And I feel like that person, or like that app or whatever, has gotten you a message that, hey, like, this is the path that you need to go down on if you want to make some changes in the way that you're currently living. And I definitely feel like maybe there is a level of self-awareness that you have, and considering you have chosen the rose quartz heart crystal, I do feel like some of you are the kings or the queens of self-care, and I just feel like you're very self-aware, which is why you know and you acknowledge not just your strengths but also your weaknesses, and also your flaws, and also things that you can improve upon. And you know, you don't take that as criticism of, you know, someone being mean to you or rude to you, or, you know, trying to pull you down. Rather, you see that kind of criticism or see that kind of guidance as, like, you know, help in the right direction. Yeah. So I definitely feel like whoever this person is that's gotten this kind of or like ignited this kind of want in you or need in you to make physical changes in your life, I just feel like you're working with them in like harmony. Okay, it's not like you're taking care of your health because your doctor has asked you to. You're genuinely taking care of your health because you want to be healthier, you want to feel good in your own body, in your own mind. Okay, and it's not because, oh, my doctor told me to eat an apple every day. It's like, no, hey, you know, apples have great nutritional value, and that's why I want to eat an apple, and it's a healthier snack as opposed to a bag of chips. So, you know, I'm gonna have an apple. So, you know, it's that kind of like mentality, it's that kind of thought process that I can kind of sense from you guys' energy. So I feel like that is what your next chapter is. I feel like it is very much something that you want to do. It's not something that you're resisting at all. Yeah, which is why I feel like even though it's not being offered to you and you have to put in the effort, you don't really mind putting in the effort, because you know it's for your highest good and it's for your highest well-being, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to pause the video now and restart it because my camera battery is flashing. Hi guys, yeah, so I'm back, and now let's just get the last two cards for you. Let's just see what this new chapter of your life has in store for you. Okay, so like what you're gonna experience once this next chapter of your life has begun. Yeah, so here we have Fehu, oh my god, and we have Endurance. Ooh, okay. So this is more of a encouragement, like I was saying. So you know, it almost feels like it's a thorny path that you have to go through. There's a lot that you're going to have to endure on this journey. There's a lot that you're going to have to, like a lot of obstacles that you might have to overcome. Maybe this journey is not going to be easy. Hey, it never really is easy when we have to go from our south node to our north node, so you know, don't even stress about that, okay? But I do feel like there is this like inner strength, like a strong solar plexus chakra here that I'm sensing, and also with you just being big on self-awareness and also self-care. I feel like this is just encouragement that hey, you have the strength to go through these, you know, difficult changes. There will be times where you will be so tempted to, you know, just eat that unhealthy snack rather than you know, cooking a healthy meal at home. But I think you will endure. You will have like the bigger picture in sight. You will have the end goal in sight. You're not going to, you know, miss that opportunity. You're not going to let that vision get blurred in any way. I think that's something that spirit really likes about you, and they just want to know that, you know, you can do this. You can do this. The journey might be tough, but you will be able to, you know, emerge victorious, because you know, even through all of this thorny I guess journey, on this thorny path, eventually, you know, the flowers will bloom. You will see results of it. You will see, you know, you will emerge victorious. You will climb this hill. You will get on top of the mountain. You will feel on top of the world. You will, you know, get there. You will achieve this goal, is what spirit is trying to say here. So there definitely is a message of encouragement for you to keep going, because what's in store for you, oh my god, Fehu is literally the card of like luxury and abundance and someone living their best life. I mean, just look at the visuals on this card. It's literally like they're on a luxury vacation, they're having the best champagne, they're having like lobster for dinner. It looks like they're at a very fancy hotel that has like a pool and everything. They're just living their best life. And in this card, basically, Fehu basically is a rune of luxury and abundance and, you know, happiness, contentment, feeling like you have made it. You have made it. Yeah. So living the good life, living your best life, that is the message here. That is like the end result of this change that's going to be happening. And I feel like the next chapter of your life is going to be one where you're going to be feeling very abundant and very content, and you will feel like, you know, your hard work has paid off for sure. Okay, with this man right here who has like multiple abs, I also feel like if this is you going to the gym and like, you know, wanting to look a certain way, this is also encouragement that that can happen. So maybe this like thing that's holding you back is also maybe judgment from people. Like, you know, if people always saw you snacking on a certain snack, or you know, they saw you making certain decisions, or you know, they I don't want to say made fun, but yeah, maybe even made fun of maybe the way that you looked, and you're maybe a little bit scared that if you make this change and, you know, those changes start showing in your body, these people might, you know, point that out and be like, oh my god, group number one, wait, what, you are eating an apple? What, did the sun rise from the west today? Like, you know, maybe those are comments that you really don't want to hear. Or like, you know, if you feel like you want to get into like, or not get into shape, I don't want to say that, if you want to be a certain body type, maybe you're scared that, you know, people are going to be like, oh my god, you've gained weight, or like, oh my god, you're losing so much weight, because again, this was also something that I was having a discussion with my friend the other day. And like, you know, it's like you can never make people happy, period. But I just feel like currently what's going on in like her life is basically that she used to be on the heavier side in terms of like what she weighed, and then she lost a lot of weight. And when she did that, a lot of people were complimenting her on the way that she looked, but a lot of people were also saying things like, oh my god, you look so skinny, oh my god, you look sick, oh my god, you look like you haven't been eating, or like, what have you been doing? And now again she's on a little bit of a journey where maybe she's putting on weight again, and again those same people are like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like, aren't you following the same diet plan anymore? Or like, how are you getting this fat again? Or like, do the clothes that used to fit you when you got skinny, do they still fit you anymore? Which, I mean, I feel are just horrible, terrible things to say to someone, period. And I'm not going to give people like that a benefit of doubt. I just feel like there's a lot of inner work and a lot of inner healing that they need to do on themselves. But maybe that's like, just to give you an example, maybe that is like the kind of energy that you're a little bit scared of, that you going on this path is going to maybe bring in that kind of energy into your life, and you don't know how to deal with it, or you don't want to deal with it. But I just feel like that could be just another thorn in the road for you, group number 1. I'm just gonna lay it out there and just give you the truth as always. But I just feel like that could just be another thorn in your path. And maybe one of the things that you are meant to overcome in your south node could be just like not caring too much about the opinions of others, or not living your life based on what looks good or seems normal or is comfortable for others to be able to handle. Okay, so you have to put yourself first, and caring for your own needs and catering to your own needs doesn't make you selfish, because at the end of the day, we come into this world alone. We're gonna live our lives on our own. We will have friends, we will have acquaintances, family members, partners, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're all our own individual selves, and when we focus on ourselves and become the best version of ourselves, we also attract those kind of people into our lives, and we also are just we bring our best foot forward when we are a part of somebody else's life. Yeah, so don't be scared, don't be concerned about the opinions of others, or what anyone else is going to say. If it's the best thing for you, do it, and as long as it's not harming anyone else in the process. Yeah, that was just a little bit of a clarification I felt like I needed to give. Not that you guys needed to hear that, but yeah, I just wanted to clarify myself. But yeah, that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 1. I just feel like there are amazing things waiting for you in this next chapter of your life if you just put in some effort and keep going even when times get tough. Yeah, so that is the reading that I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments whether this resonated with you or not. Claim this reading as well in the comments if you'd like to. If you like my energy and if you like the way that I do my readings, please consider subscribing to my channel. It is free of cost and it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 2, if you chose the amethyst heart crystal, then this is going to be your reading. Let's find out what the next chapter of your life holds for you. As always, I have all of your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here, and if you've missed the intro, then let me just quickly tell you that this reading is going to be just fully based on oracles. I am not going to be pulling out tarot cards in this reading, just because I wanted to show a little extra love to my oracle cards. But let's get started with your reading. These 3 cards are basically gonna tell me what this next chapter of your life holds. Okay, so what this next chapter of your life is going to be like. So we have Chiron in Taurus in the 4th house. There's always one group with a little bit of a heavy energy, and I'm sorry to say, but I'm also at the same time not sorry to say that that's you, group number 2, because what I can see is that, like, I'm sorry about it, because I feel like maybe right now, currently in your life, you are hurting from something, whether this is like a bad relationship or a bad fallout with a family member or a sibling or someone in your home, or you know, maybe you are coming, like you live in a place that is a little bit there's some sort of like civil conflict there, or maybe like there are communities that don't get along with each other, or maybe there is like a full-fledged war happening in the place that you're watching this from, or maybe you are hurting from, you know, a breakup. Just as simple as that. Whatever this is, I feel like there is some sort of hurt that you are going through right now in your lives, group number 2, and I am really sorry that you have to, you know, go through that. But what I can see and what I am happy about in your reading, and I'm happy to, you know, deliver this message to you, is that that period of hurt is ending, and there is a period that you're stepping into that's a lot more gentle and a lot more kinder to you and to your heart and to your soul, also to your mind, and that is a journey or a change towards healing. Okay, so this next chapter of your life just involves a lot of healing. It's bringing in healing and rejuvenation and rest and recuperation into your life, group number 2. I feel like there's something happening here that is either going to help you be more patient with your healing process, or it's going to help you, you know, complete the healing process, where you have gone from you know, the first stage of grief to the last stage of grief. You have done everything there was for you to do. You have experienced the worst of this situation, and now it is time for you to experience, you know, stepping out of this and turning this into a period of healing, and turning this into a period of, you know, checking off that to-do list, like, okay, I have learnt my lesson, check. So yeah, it's that kind of energy. So you're going a full 360, where maybe you went from a place of being so heartbroken that you felt like, you know, love is not for you and that you'll never find someone, to going to a place where you feel like you can trust someone again, and that you know that there is someone out there for you, and you know, you deserve to be loved and you don't deserve to be alone. Maybe that is you know, what you're going through. If that's like a breakup, whatever this situation is, whatever this heartbreak is stemming from, whatever that is about, I guess you are a better judge of that, considering you are going through it. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates, and if that's not your energy right now, then maybe this is not your pile, group number 2. Maybe you can choose a different group if you'd like to. But if this is your energy, then I definitely see a lot of healing, and I see, like, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the sun coming up after a very, like, long dark night. I can see, you know, the flowers blooming after the tree had just been dead and, like, you know, didn't have any leaves or flowers on it. I can see, like, you know, the rainbow coming out after a storm. That is something that I can see. Yeah, I feel like you're stepping into that energy where there's more love and there's more light, literally, in your life, coming into your life in this next chapter of your life. So let's get some more details about this situation. Group number 2, you got an extra card here. I was shuffling the cards and I pulled out only one card for every group, but for you these 2 cards came out, and like something just told me that both of these cards have messages for you. So let's just see what that is. So we have a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, great. Full moon in Libra. We have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon, and we also have impatience. Okay, wow, the fact that we have patience here and impatience here, oh my god. What did I say? You're going a full 360. You're going from a stage where you were just impatiently waiting to get through this, or like impatiently waiting for this like dark night of the soul to get over, to now becoming a lot more patient with what life has in store for you, what the divine has in store for you, believing more, trusting more in the divine timing of your life, in your own destiny, in your own power. So that's something that I see with a lot of purple here, which is really standing out to me. This is your crown chakra, so I definitely feel like there is some sort of like a spiritual awakening that's also happening. It almost feels like it's like a death and rebirth kind of situation where again you're going that full 360. You're completing a full cycle, you're completing a full circle, and full moons are about that, about completing a chapter in your life, and at the end of the chapter you are getting what you deserve. You are winning. Okay, so maybe if you were going through this like tough time and you felt like I don't know what I've done to deserve this, or why am I so unlucky, or why does this happen only to me, or when is this going to end, when is it going to be my turn to be happy, all of that is going to turn into, oh my god, I am lucky, I am blessed, I am deserving of love, and good things are in store for me, and I will achieve everything that I want to. And it's kind of like you getting the reward for your good karma. Like, side note, we're going to go on a tangent here, but that is relating to your group's reading, group number 2. I feel like when I hear the statement karma is a bitch, like that's a term, that's a statement that I just completely disagree with, and I will die on that hill. Karma is not a bitch. Okay, karma is a bitch only if you are a bitch. Okay, saying it out there, plain and simple. I'm just like putting it on the table, being completely honest with you. If you are going to put out malicious intent, malicious actions into the world on purpose, that's exactly what you are going to receive the consequences of. Okay, you're gonna have to bear the consequences of what you put out into the world. Okay, so if you gonna give you an example. I don't know if any of you have seen this cartoon called Tom and Jerry. If you were a 90s kid, you definitely did. I don't know if like the newer generation, the Gen Z, the Gen Y, the Gen X, if this cartoon was still around for you guys, but basically there was this cartoon called Tom and Jerry. Tom was a cat, Jerry was a mouse, and they were in this like cat and mouse chase. Basically that was the whole premise of the cartoon and the show, and it was like one of these recurring instances where every time Tom the cat sets a trap for Jerry the mouse, Jerry would somehow escape, but Tom would get stuck in that trap. So I feel like that to me is the best way of explaining karma to someone who has no idea what karma is like, or someone who's maybe wanting a little bit more clarity of what exactly karma is. I feel like that is what karma is all about. It's about reaping what you sow. So if you have on purpose try to hurt someone, then you are going to be on the receiving end of that. If you have been good and giving and caring, and someone else has taken advantage of it and hurt you, then that's their karma. Your karma for being a good person is going to be rewarded with you getting a good person in your life, you somehow finding that goodness come back to you. It will find its way back to you through someone or the other, through one way or the other. Okay, that is something that I really wanted to let you know, because again, with that cycle, and depending on where you are on that cycle, maybe you still are at the beginning stages where you are feeling unlucky, where you're still feeling like you're hurt, where you're still feeling like, you know, I want to take revenge, or I want to see this person feel sorry, or I'm gonna wait till this person comes and apologizes to me. I feel like that is something that in your next chapter of your life, you're just like, I am beyond that. I don't care whether this person apologizes to me or not. I don't care whether I have closure or not. I'm gonna give myself closure. I am no longer going to hold on to this hurt and pain, because what is that saying? Holding on to like hurt and pain and anger is like holding on to a hot rock. At the end of the day, you only end up hurting yourself. And once you let it go, you know, it's gone, it's fine, it's over, it doesn't affect you in any way. So I feel like depending on where you are on this like hurting and healing journey, I feel like there are too many messages coming through for you guys, so take it how it resonates. But I definitely feel like what's coming for you is a win-win situation. I mean, I know we're not all completely good or completely bad, we're 50 shades of gray. What? In this case, we're 50 shades of purple. I'm gonna say that, yeah. But I mean, we do have a lot of gray in your reading as well. So I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, at every point we should just try to be as nice and as kind and as honest as we possibly can. So yeah, I definitely do see that this new chapter of your life is gonna bring you a win-win outcome. For some of you, this may look like you completely healing, you no longer needing that kind of closure, you no longer needing an apology, you finally getting over someone, you finally feeling like, okay, this is a family member that I'm always constantly going to have this conflict with, and I can't do anything to convince them that they have hurt me this way, or I can't do anything to, you know, instigate them to change themselves, like they will be who they are. So, you know, just let it go. I can work on myself, I can live my own truth, and if this person just doesn't want to acknowledge that they have hurt me, or they don't want to do their own inner healing, then that's on them. Okay, so it could be that, or it could also be you meeting someone new. Okay, meeting someone new and them treating you exactly how you have been treating others. Okay, so you finally being in a functional, happy relationship that has a lot of green flags. Yeah, so depending again on what kind of hurt you are going through and what kind of situation this is, what kind of relationship this is, and where you are on your journey, I feel like the message is going to change. And this is a general reading, so there will be a lot of messages. I have just tried my best to condense those messages. I feel like you would be a better judge of what exactly this situation is and what exactly this win-win outcome is going to be like. And with the energy is gaining momentum, I feel like for you there's also a timeline. So maybe, you know, you were sitting and wondering when things are gonna get better and when are you going to find stability and healing and you know, comfort and peace in your life, and just like, you know, maybe also a set routine in your life. Maybe that was also something that you were wondering, like, when are things going to not be bad, or when are things not going to be confusing, when am I going to have to stop waiting? The energy is gaining momentum very soon. With this full moon, I feel like maybe also I'm noticing a lot of other full moons, that maybe this is going to happen by the next full moon. So that date, that day could be significant in some way. The full moon, the next full moon basically is significant in some way or the other. Okay, I feel like there's either like a cycle that's completing, or this, like, you're taking the next step, you are beginning this next step of your healing journey. and you know, you're beginning this new chapter of your life on the next full moon or around the next full moon, is a message that I am receiving for you guys, group number 2. Let's get some more cards for you. So next up we have the Fox. Okay, I just got a message, but let me just get your other 2 cards as well. Next up we have Tearwaves, and we also have Dreams. Lots of messages coming through for you guys. First things first, if you have been dreaming about or having nightmares about this situation, or just having nightmares in general, I feel like that is a sign that your subconscious is still very much hurting, and it's trying to bring to your attention that that's exactly what needs healing. Okay, so maybe you're dreaming about the Fox, and like the Fox was just giving me so many messages. Okay, the Fox here is the person that you're dealing with, the person who is either part of your family or, you know, is like a karmic partner in some way, whether this is a friend, whether this is a family member, whether this is a sibling, whether this is a parent, whether this is an ex, whatever this is. Okay, whoever this is, I feel like your dreams, you could be having a dream about this person. Okay, either about them ignoring you, or them not talking to you, or them maybe being extra nice to you when you wake up in the morning and you're just like, why can't they be like this with me in real life as well, in waking life as well. That's like a correlation that I'm getting here. I'm also picking up on like some sort of like self-absorbed, self-obsessed, highly egoistic, borderline or maybe full-fledged narcissistic people that you're dealing with, and people who either, you know, refuse to believe that they have hurt you in some way, or you know that they have hurt you and continue to do so because, you know, that's just who they are, or you know, maybe that's just what their personality is like, just, you know, putting themselves in a place of superiority, and in doing so they, you know, end up hurting people who they think are their inferiors, which in this case is you, unfortunately. Or, you know, or this could just be someone who is just very self-absorbed, or this could also be like a parent, and you know, like sometimes it's difficult to make your parents realize what damage they have done to you, you know, because I do understand that every parent is trying their best, but sometimes, you know, when you call them out and say, hey, you know, like this was something that really didn't sit well with me or messed me up, they kind of take that as criticism to heart, because they're like, you know, we did the best that we could, and like you sitting here and calling us bad parents really hurt us because we have sacrificed a lot for you and we have, you know, done our best. So it's not and you know, sometimes they don't understand that it's not criticism, it's just how you feel, you know, you're just expressing how you feel. You're not criticizing them or calling them bad parents, or you know, telling them that they're bad people, because that's not who they are. So either like that's the case, or this is really someone who is in a place of authority of some kind. Okay, so maybe someone who's older than you, and like I know in a lot of cultures, especially in mine, in like, and I know a lot of other cultures around as well, you know, if you're disrespectful towards your elders, it's just considered very rude. So, you know, this person might be an elder who is kind of entitled to respect, but then they don't realize that, you know, respect is a two-way street, and respect is also earned. And just because they are older doesn't mean that they can get away with saying and doing hurtful things and not, you know, caring about the consequences, or not caring about how it affects people who are younger than them. So yeah, it could be that as well. But I do feel like this person like maybe shows up in your dreams, and you have been having like, you know, dreams about them where you feel like, again, like, this depends on where you are on your journey. Maybe you see them being kinder to you and nicer to you, and you're having that kind of dream because they really are horrible to you in waking life, and you wish that they weren't that way. You wish they were nicer and kinder. Or maybe you're having a dream where they're ignoring you, and maybe that's what's happening in waking life as well, where you're like, you know, constantly chasing them and asking them for closure, or asking them for an apology, or just asking them for like open and honest communication, and they just refuse to give that. Maybe they're ghosting you in some way, maybe they are gaslighting you in some way, maybe they are just unavailable emotionally to you in some way, and that's exactly what you're dreaming about. And I feel like that could be an indication that your subconscious is saying, you know what, you've given it your 100%, you've given in, you know. Sorry, my camera just cut me off there, and that's exactly what I've been trying to say. It's your subconscious trying to cut you off and trying to tell you that you've done enough, and now you just need to take the high road and keep moving forward, because this person is not going to apologize, this person is not going to give you closure. It's a lost cause asking this person to acknowledge what they have done, or apologize for what they have done, or, you know, even let you know why they did it, or have like a normal conversation with you and treat you like a human. Like, that's a lost cause, and you just need to take the high road and move on, and, you know, move forward in life. You can't just be stuck in this place. So I definitely feel like what's coming into your life is definitely you moving forward. Okay, so that's an indication that your dreams are giving you. But I genuinely feel like, and you know, dreams are a way of like sometimes getting messages from the divine and the universe sometimes talk to us through dreams. So that could be what this this like crown chakra energy could be. Okay, so maybe that's like your spiritual awakening, you coming in contact with spirit through your dreams. Okay, so I can, okay, just a message that I received suddenly, and this might resonate with a few only. Maybe one of the reasons why you can't resolve this situation by having a conversation with this person is maybe because this person has passed away, and you feel like you still had a lot of issues and a lot of things you had to say to this person, a lot of things that you had to ask this person, a lot of issues that you had to resolve with this person, and you didn't get the time to do that. And you're hurting not just because you have lost this person, but also because you feel like you have lost an opportunity to mend things, or, you know, work out things with this person. I don't know who this is for, this specific message, but I feel like that is a message that's definitely coming through. So I also feel like this person could be communicating with you through your dreams in the next chapter of your life, and maybe you're gonna have dreams of you being able to speak to them, or they might come and tell you something that helps you in your healing process, or that helps you move on, or that helps you move forward. Okay, so that is something that I'm also receiving. But just in general, I definitely feel like the next chapter of your life involves you stepping into this next chapter of your life where you are, you know, moving forward. You're making progress in your own personal life, in your own life in general, in this connection, in you know, just your journey, whatever that means. This journey with that you're on with these people, or you know, one that you're on alone. So whether this is the journey of you guys as a couple, or as parents, or as siblings, or as friends, or as partners, whatever, or this is just you individually just being able to move on. Like, I definitely see closure coming to you. I just don't see how specifically that's coming to you. For some of you, I feel like it is coming to you in your dreams. So for some of you, it is coming from like a message that you receive in your dreams, that you just have to move on and, like, you know, give yourself closure. and we are currently like experiencing Mercury retrograde, so maybe this person could be coming back into your life and either apologizing or giving you closure of some sort. And maybe that's the win-win outcome, where you know they win and they don't look like an asshole anymore, and you also get closure. But this could also be just you getting a message in your dreams from like your spirit guides, or like a higher being that you just have to move on in your life, okay? That you really officially have to close this chapter in your life, okay? For some of you, this could be exactly this person who has passed on, who's coming into your dreams or is sending you signs and signals, whether that's through repeating numbers, whether that's through your dreams, whether that's through a movie that you watch, lyrics that you hear, a book that you know, happen upon. It could come through a tarot reading as well, this message that, you know, closure, some message of closure could come to you, basically, that it is time for you to, like, the period of you hurting has ended and you are now entering the era of healing, the chapter where you are, where better things are in store for you, where happiness is in store for you, where love and light and lightness in terms of like energy is in store for you. So that's something that I'm seeing here for you guys, group number 2. You definitely are moving into the new phase of your life, either with this person or on your own. Again, that depends on what you want and what your situation is like, but there definitely is forward movement in this next chapter of your life. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this reading. Claim this new healing, happy energy in the comments as well. If you like my energy and if you like the way that I do my readings, please consider subscribing to my channel. It is free of cost, but it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube, so that would really benefit me. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 3, if you chose the opalite heart crystal, then this is going to be your reading. Let's find out what the next chapter of your life has in store for you. As always, I have all of your oracle cards pre-shuffled right here, and if you've missed the introduction of this video, then basically let me just quickly let you know that in this reading I'm only going to be using oracle cards. I won't be bringing out tarot in this reading, just because I wanted to give my oracle cards a little bit of extra love and I wanted to try something new. I just wanted to see if I was able to get messages using just oracle cards, and I just wanted to see if that's something that I enjoy doing as a tarot reader and you guys enjoy watching. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to watch more readings where I only use oracle cards, and maybe in the future, once in a while, we can do a reading that only has oracle cards in it, because I mean, I still very much love tarot and I will be using tarot in majority of my videos. This is just something new that I wanted to try. But anyway, coming back to your reading, these 3 cards right here are going to tell me what this next chapter of your life is all about. So let's get into it. So we have Mercury, okay, we have Mercury in Aries in the 8th house. Okay, so when we have Mercury in Aries in the 8th house, I feel like there definitely is some sort of transformation that's happening based on just how independent you are. So this is like a message that I'm getting because I saw one of your cards, like one of your oracle cards, this card right here. I know what it is because while I was shuffling it, this card just like flew right out face first. So yeah, that's the only card that I know what it is, so that's making sense here. So yeah, I feel like there is some sort of transformation that's happening in this new chapter of your life where you are just learning something new that is helping you become more brave, become more independent, become more passionate, maybe become better at your job. This is like you either taking a course that you have always wanted to. This is you learning and say like going to college, or like, you know, taking up a course that's gonna help you in your career some way. Or this is like, you know, something that you're learning, like a skill that you're learning that's helping you upgrade your skills so that you're better at your job, or so that you're more experienced, more of an expert in your job. Or you know, this is you learning something that can help you change your life. Okay, so this could be some sort of like a habit that you're learning about, or some sort of like, you know, a philosophy that you are learning about that is going to change your life. So, you know, maybe some of you are going down the path of like being more spiritual, or maybe you're like becoming more interested in like a different religion, or maybe you are becoming more interested in a different lifestyle, and you're trying to learn more about that philosophy or that religion or that lifestyle before you completely take the plunge and, you know, jump into it head first, basically. So this new chapter of your life is beginning when you are just learning. Okay, you're learning to be better at communication, you're learning so that you're a better thinker, you're learning so that, you know, you can be better at networking also as well. So I feel like if this is like a school or a college or a course that you have joined, maybe the people that you're going to meet there, not only are you learning from your course, but you're also learning from the people there. Okay, so if you are trying to change a religion, for example, you're not just learning about that religion from whatever research you are doing, you're also learning from the people who were maybe born into that religion, or born into that lifestyle, or born into that like philosophy, I guess. So yeah, you're just like, there's just like wisdom coming in from every direction is what I feel is happening in the next chapter of your life, group number 3. Having said that, like that process of you learning might be taking you somewhere new. Okay, so maybe you are moving to a different city, moving to a different country for your education, and that's where you're meeting people. So you're not just like learning things about your course, you're also learning about the culture of that place from the people of that place. Yeah, so I just feel like something like that is also happening. Like you are just learning because you are starting a new chapter in your life that is very directly correlating to your learning, but you're also learning through the circumstances in your life that this new journey is putting you on. Okay, so for some of you this could mean that you are moving. Okay, maybe you're going from one company to a different company, and maybe you're changing careers, maybe you are going somewhere far away for college, you are going to a different country so you can learn about the way that those people live there in that country. Whatever it is, it's like, just gonna let this really loud motorbike person pass. Yeah, so yeah, there definitely is a lot of movement that's happening in your life for sure. I feel like some of you could also be going on like a road trip, or like some sort of a vacation where you are learning a lot. Maybe you're like relocating to some place for a limited period of time, but in that limited period of time you're going to learn a lot. So maybe you're like relocating to a different country or a different city for say 6 months or a year or 2 years, and that is helping you grow and learn a lot. So relocation is also something that I see, because yeah, let's get in your oracles. But that's because this card right here, the one that I saw, is that of the house. So this could literally mean that you're moving houses, you're moving where you live, you're relocating, stuff like that. Or this could also mean that, you know, you are learning and growing, and this new chapter of your life is helping you kind of set a stronger foundation that your career or that your life moving forward is based on. Okay, so maybe like whatever course you are taking, say you have never learned anything about tarot, okay, and all of a sudden you take up a tarot course, and that is going to change your life completely, because then you're going to become a tarot reader, you will be charging people for readings, stuff like that. So that is going to be like the strong foundation. That course that you take is going to be the strong foundation of, you know, your career moving forward. That's just an example, but yeah, whatever this is, whatever this new course, new lesson is, it's definitely going to help. It's the foundation of what your life is going to be like in the future. It's the foundation of what the rest of the chapters in your life moving forward are going to kind of depend on. Okay, so no pressure, group number 3, no big deal, just a chill transformation. Yes, please, that was sarcasm. I hope you got that. It is a big deal. It is definitely a big deal. Some of you might be buying or purchasing a new home as well. You might be moving or relocating to a different home, like I said. So yeah, that is also something that I see here. Let's get in 2 more cards, and these 2 cards will also give us some more information about what this change is bringing into your life. So let's see. We have the answers you need are coming. Okay, full moon in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, which is a lot about thinking and learning and networking and communication. So yeah, good. And then we also have true offering. This new chapter of your life, this new phase of your life, whatever you are learning, it's not just going to be practically learning, like theoretical learning. Okay, it is learning that is going to stay with you for a very long time. This is learning that is going to literally seep into your mind, you know, like what like the image that I can see right now is like a sponge just like absorbing all of the water in it. Yeah, like you just like putting the sponge on the table, and like you can literally see that all the water is seeping into the sponge. So it's almost like you, your brain, your mind, your soul is becoming this sponge, and you're just like taking in this, like this wisdom, this knowledge, these answers from wherever they're coming from. You're open to learning from whatever source possible. Okay, so it's not just you being book smart, it's not just you listening to your professors, it's not just you doing your assignments, it's literally you learning from everyone. It's you learning from your peers, it's you learning from you know, the person who serves your coffee. It's literally you learning from everyone and everything around you. Okay, and I feel like when you have that information is when you will be able to fully offer like your true authentic potential to either the situation or to your work or to people or to the world in general. Okay, is what I can see. So, you know, if this is you learning about, say, how to run a successful business, yeah, so you will be able to actually practically put that knowledge to use in the best way possible. Yeah, if this is you learning how to be like, you know, if Buddhism is something that you are interested in, and maybe right now you're just learning everything about Buddhism, maybe you're traveling to places to like a Buddhist monastery, or where you can like learn from monks. So I feel like right now if you're just like learning from them, you will fully be able to embody that learning, and you will be able to put your best foot forward. Yeah, you will be able to be the best version of yourself. You will be able to be the best at whatever it is that you're learning. Not that knowledge ever goes to waste, but you know, with you it's like, you know, you've really you're getting your money's worth out of this education that you are receiving. Okay, like that's like one of the messages that's coming through. Like, you know, you're really living up to the potential of whatever it is that you were trying to do. Like, you're becoming the vessel for the knowledge, but you're also becoming like the tool for that knowledge to go out in the world. And like, you know, it's like what's that game, Chinese whisper, right? Like where someone whispers something to you and then you whisper something to someone else and it comes back to the person it started from, and usually it's a completely different message. I feel like for you, it's like whatever this person is whispering to you, you are understanding it very clearly. Then what this next person is telling you, you're understanding very clearly. So much so that at the end of the cycle, at the end of this learning period, this learning phase in your life, and you feel like you are you have gathered enough information, because I don't think we ever truly stop learning. When you feel like you've gathered enough information, it's like what you understood is exactly what this person was trying to tell you. Okay, so it's like when someone communicates, you're able to comprehend it really well, and you know, that shows in the way that you live, in the way that you communicate with people, in the way that you think, in the way that you further use that information in whatever way possible, whether it is, you know, in your work, in your career, in your life. You know, it shows. Suppose you're reading a self-help book of how to wake up at 5 a.m. You are not just reading the book, you are also able to implement everything that was being said in the book, so much so that you're able to wake up at 5 a.m. and do it in the way that that book kind of taught you how to do it. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. And my battery is flashing, so I'm gonna like stop this video right here and just come back in 2 seconds. Hi guys, I am back. So let's move forward with your reading, with your last 2 cards. Let's see what this new chapter in your life is bringing into your life and what it's going to be like. So we have Rider. Not even surprised that that's come through. And we have the Truth. Okay, with ride through, because yeah, I feel like literally what I said, you will be relocating, you might be moving to a place. Exactly, you are, you know, ride through is the rune for, you know, ride. So it's usually represented as a horse, if I'm not mistaken. So like, you know, that being a mode of your transportation, but you could be flying somewhere. You could also, like I said, be going on vacation where you learn a lot, or you might just be going to some place for a short period of time, but that might become a very significant vacation for you, or a very significant move for you. So this is just confirmation that if you have been wanting to go on a vacation, book those flight tickets and take that holiday. But yeah, yes, there definitely is some sort of movement, some sort of a ride, some sort of a journey ahead of you. And this journey includes you learning a lot. It's a happy journey. It's a journey where you will be learning a lot. So much so that you will, you know, come face to face with a lot of truths. Maybe you will learn the truth about yourself. Maybe you will learn who you truly are. Maybe, you know, you will learn who you are and who you're not. So maybe, you know, just as an example, you take up a course in college and you show up to class and you realize that, you know, this is not resonating with you. This is not who you think you are. Okay, so say you are wanting to be a lawyer and you show up to class, you get into college, you show up to class and you realize that, you know, maybe this isn't really for me. I always thought that I wanted to be a lawyer, but this is not really resonating with me. What is resonating with me is this graphic designing class that I took up. So maybe that is something that I should pursue. Maybe that is my truth. Maybe that is what I should, you know, pursue. So it could be something as small as that, but this could also be like a bigger truth, about communities. It's a bigger truth about human nature. It's a bigger truth about maybe cultures. Okay, so that is a big thing that's coming through. So suppose you're moving to some place where you are learning a lot about other people's lifestyles, other people's cultures, other people's maybe just their way of living, and you have been brought up in a certain way, and you were maybe brought up in a way that said that, you know, your culture is the best. You like grow up hearing certain things, and then when you grow up and you sort of maybe interact with people from a different culture, you begin to realize that what you were told was maybe not the whole exact truth. Okay, so yes, maybe the culture that you belong to is ancient and is good in its own way, but that does not mean that the other cultures are not just as good as yours, or that they're bad in any way. Yeah, so maybe that is like a truth of just the truth of the matter, the truth of what exactly you know, life is like, what exactly people are like. The truth of life basically is coming to the surface for you. Like, you were being told something, but you were like, I don't think that's the whole entire truth. I think there's more to the story, and I feel like that's what's happening here. This next chapter of your life is giving you the answers of what you were seeking, the extra information that you were seeking, you know. So that's something that I can see happening for you guys. Group number 3. Sorry about that, group 3. My camera keeps cutting me off today. I don't know why, but yeah, I just wanted to end your reading on this note. That could also be a sign, by the way, that, you know, there were maybe blockages in your way, and that is why you couldn't really fully see the truth, but those blockages are coming to an end, and now you're finally getting the answers that you have been waiting for. So yeah, I'm gonna end your reading right here, group number 3. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a nice comment. Let me know what you thought about this reading. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.